bitch? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? Found something on my shaft. I'm so sad. I paid for love that night. It did feel so good. No names were exchanged, but that money sure would move faster as her hand stroked me up and down. Unprotected love in the back of an alley. Now I'm asking, what you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? Found something on my shaft. I'm real mad. $20 and I'm out of luck. Check it, cause I got my pecker sucked. Think her name was Sally. She did her thing in the alley. A friend suggested her. Check her out, man. Cause she could pursue my orgasm and make my toes pop. Who knew? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? Found something on my shaft. My doctor asked, what's wrong? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? Found something on my shaft. I'm so sad. Do I tell my parents or my true lover that I like to fuck prostitutes without a rubber? Do I tell my best friend who's already asking,
Ew, what's wrong?
low on weight, I can't get a date? I'm asking, what you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? Found something on my shaft. My doctor's mad. What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? Found something on my shaft. I'm so mad. I'm wondering why you fumbling with my nuts. You dropped me nuts addicted to the flesh. Who can I tell? I can't go to church. God will send me to hell. What you give me, bitch? What you give me, bitch? I found something on my shaft.
Yo, Gary and LG back in this mug on a Friday.
What's up?
Friday, October 3rd, to be exact. Hector's already up in the chat, up in here early. What's up, Hector? How's your Friday going?
Hey, Hector, man. Are you ready for Halloween?
We're ready for Halloween.
It's that October vibe, man. Do you feel the
I
tension,
feel
tension
it.
in the air,
I feel the smell of blood.
Yeah, man. It's all around us.
This is LG's house. This is episode 39. 39
Nice.
Up in here.
Yeah,
we're
39.
almost going to be men. We're almost going to be at episode 40 the next episode.
Yeah.
But please, if you're not already subscribed to this show, hit that subscribe button. Whether you're on Alamo City Podcast Network, head on over to @DJLG210 and hit that subscribe button for me. Look at that. We got Halloween-themed animations as well.
Hell, look at that, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's what happens when you're on a professionally ran podcast.
We're seasonal.
Yeah.
We're like a fine, like a chef. Like we're
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta adapt with the seasons. You gotta know what's topical, you know.
Absolutely.
And speaking of topical, let's get right into it. The
Okay.
verdict is in. The verdict is in.
Oh shit. I'm gonna call him fucking Puff Daddy because
Bad boy.
The verdict is in.
finally he'll stop breathing on my
Sean
fucking neck.
Combs. I'm not gonna call anybody Puffy or Diddy or Daddy. Sean Combs has been
no.
sentenced.
What's up? What is it? It has to be. Let me guess.
Yeah, take a guess. What do you think
I'm gonna say
Diddy's sentencing is?
I'm gonna say. Well, he's mega rich, so and I'm sure he has crazy badass lawyers. So because of that, I'm gonna say 8 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like he could have been
Wow.
gone for like a long time, like 20 years, right, or something like that. And I feel like they probably reduced it. And I'm thinking it's probably 8 years, but like, like in house, like he's just monitored, ankle bracelet, and he gets to stay in his mansion.
Well, they were actually looking at life in prison.
No
for
shit.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
The prosecutors wanted life in prison for racketeering and sex trafficking.
Yeah,
but
that's big
those
time,
charges
man.
those charges did not stick.
Oh, okay.
Did not
shit.
stick.
Damn.
Those charges did not stick, but he was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, and they sentenced him to 4 years.
4
years in
that
the
fucker.
federal pen.
That fucker's
Got
lucky.
4 years in the pen.
Yeah, he's lucky.
Yeah, he's locked up.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a
there's
bougie.
still a ton of appeals he can probably do and all that stuff that rich people have access to that the normal Joe wouldn't be able to just go and appeal all this crap. And
So
I doubt he serves more than a year.
So he pretty much got in trouble for transporting cock from one state to
Well,
the other.
and
Right? That's pretty much what it is, right? It's a bag of dicks on the plane to bang, or I want to say like bang, but
it was all genders. It wasn't just it was all genders.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was
So-
bringing girls in.
Cock and
He was
cunts.
bringing girls from across state lines,
So it's like-
prostitutes
yeah.
across state lines.
So it's
That's
like-
what he's doing.
So it's like the CNC like fuck factory, cock and cunts.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
his airline company was called like Love Air. So I mean,
Yeah, shit.
he was basically doing what Epstein was doing, but it was legal, like not with kids.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Well,
But it wasn't legal, but it was still it wasn't minors.
Yeah. Okay.
That we know of.
Yeah, that we know
That
of.
we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. Okay, well,
And
damn, that
so-
fucker lucked out. But obviously, he's rich. I probably should have said 1 year, honestly, because he's
I thought
mega
you were
rich.
gonna think. Well, I thought you were gonna say like 1 year. And
Yeah.
I was like, nah. I was surprised he got 4 years because that's to me that's a lot for him, for someone like that.
of
high,
that caliber,
high status. Yeah.
that caliber. Isn't that crazy though? Because again, look at us. We're growing up in the '90s, we see this dude, flashy pants, dancing around, all in the videos
With every
all in the
resource
video.
available to him.
But like we didn't think he was gonna get to this mogul level. Like he got to this big mogul level, and I just didn't think he was gonna do that. Obviously, it wasn't because I was hating on him. I just didn't. I just thought he might stay as a
Did
producer.
he have Biggie off? Was he
That- I mean-
responsible for that?
I mean, I don't know, man.
Because after that happened, he shot to the top.
He did shoot to
shot
the
to the
top.
top,
I mean, it's a conspiracy. It's out there, man. Shit, I don't know, man. I mean, what's next? Flat Earth and shit. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, we have an appearance in the chat from Gary Glitter. He says, "Happy Friday. I wish
Gary,
I had."
baby.
He says, "I wish I had Diddy as a bunkmate."
damn it,
Yeah,
Glitter.
I'm sure you do, Gary Glitter. I would think Diddy would be a little too old for you though.
Make him shiver in the litter, Gary Glitter.
But you ain't in juvie, so you ain't got much to choose from.
Good old Gary Glitter. Welcome back. Thanks for crawling in the chat.
Yep. Jason Lassay, the resident Italian, is in here, and he says, "Didn't he kill Biggie too?" And
Yes.
that's
I don't want to hold. Hey, man.
I'm not saying, but
I'm just saying.
All I know is that I was Team Pac when Pac was like beefing with all that. I know Pac had his hangups as well, but like to me, I was Team Pac, and when he was talking shit about Puff Daddy, I believed him because I was Team Pac, and I don't know. I think all this shit's coming out, man, because
well, it turns out everything Suge Knight was saying about Puff Daddy turned out to be true.
Yeah, we're all like fucking crazy gangster.
Yeah, he's just mad because
He's from the
raging.
hood. Yeah, he don't know shit. I saw the steroids scrambling his brain, and he was telling the truth. Free Suge. Yeah, all fucked up.
Yep. That's the breaking news that's sweeping the nation right
Damn,
now.
I didn't know that. I was too busy sweating and working.
Sweating it out on a Friday.
Sweating
Man,
and working out.
it's October and the daytime weather has yet to break. The mornings and the nights felt good the last 2 days, but once that 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hits, it's already hot.
I gotta say, man, when I walked in your place, I was actually very impressed, and I noticed right off the bat that you have a cast iron.
Cast iron skillet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I upgraded.
dude, that's badass. And you're saying you got HEB, right?
I went to HEB and they have this set of cast iron called Cocinaware. Oh, it's actually a whole set of kitchen stuff, but
Okay.
it's I guess it's their Mexican inspired stuff. But they have a bunch of cast iron that's actually good quality cast iron.
There's a guy on YouTube I suggest you check out, and everyone in the chat. He's a chuck wagon cook. You know what I mean? And he goes by Kent Rollins. And he makes like everything out of cast irons, all hardcore old school chuck wagons. Because his whole
Nice.
life, I mean, he's an older guy,
Like campfire stuff?
dude.
Like
He has one of the best
chili?
stashes, dude. He looks like fucking like
What's his
Sean
name?
Elliott, Kent Rollins.
Kent. Okay,
Kent.
I can remember that.
yeah.
My old landlord's name was Kent.
Yeah, Kent Rollins. Check him out. But he makes badass food. It's all cowboy cooking. And I mean, it's all from like cast irons and pots and all this other stuff. So since you got that, now you're in the fellowship of cast irons. Check it out. There's some great recipes that he can give you. But you can cook anything out of a freaking cast iron, pretty much.
Yeah, it needs to be seasoned up a little more. It's still brand new, so I'm gonna keep cooking and seasoning that bitch up.
What's up, Greg? You like this Coors Light, baby?
The silver bullet.
Check it.
Do the mountains still turn blue, or they gave up on that bit on the cans?
No, I think they gave up on it.
Yeah, years ago, right?
It's like, how was it turning blue? Was it just like squid dye coming out as soon as you touched it?
I don't know. It was like
I don't
hypercolor shirts or something.
That sounds like too complex. I'm just trying to drink my beer and all this shit's happening on my hand and shit touching me.
Jason Lassay has a question up in here. He says,
up?
"What's Diddy's name in prison?"
Ooh, that's a really good one. I say the sperm burper. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say. How about you? What you got, Jay? Oh, no, that's Mr.
What do you
Mr.
think?
Sperm
That's a good question to ask the chat. Chat, what would Diddy's prison nickname be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colon dumpster. Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. We can keep it going.
It's on the bottles they turn blue.
Oh, is it?
And Greg in here, our official Coors Light aficionado.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, appreciate that, Greg. That's bringing the facts.
Drop
Because
them facts,
that's all we
baby.
bring on this show. We only bring the facts. That's it.
Yeah, facts.
Whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
we bring the facts.
If you like integrity, facts, truth,
Yep.
come over to this podcast, baby.
And here's a fact that affects everybody in the city of San Antonio. Many, many people are going to be devastated with this news I'm about to break.
Uh-oh.
So many fans are going to be very, very, very upset. They're going to be burning jerseys.
Uh-oh. No
People
way.
are going to be raging and rioting in the streets.
No way. Come on now.
It's going to be unbelievable, the aftermath of what happens after I announced what I'm about to announce.
Well, fuck my... What? Tell me, man. What the fuck? What's going on here?
The San Antonio Brahmas are no more.
Brahmas.
Yeah. The UFL, after 3 seasons in the Alamo Dome, has decided to call it quits.
Is that pickleball league? What is that?
Close. It's
Okay,
the
cool.
Arena Football League that we've had for 3 years. That coach Wade Phillips was the head coach of for a couple years there.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, okay.
No mas.
We talked
No
about-
mas. They're
yeah.
done. They're hanging their hat. They're headed down the road somewhere else.
As they should.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably didn't get a lot of support. I mean, obviously, I called them pickleball league, so I totally disrespected them. Sorry.
Did you had no clue who I was even talking about?
No,
when
I
said
didn't know
that,
what
right?
the. I was just thinking. You said UF. I thought Unicron. The first name was.
Yeah,
Anything I know
the
with
UFL,
the
man.
Transformers. But I mean,
They're no mas, man. They're gone.
Hey, man.
You're not sad about that? They played at the Alamo Dome the last 3 seasons.
Have you seen one game?
No.
Yeah. How many?
I would have gone to a game if someone gave me a ticket. I'm not going to pay for a ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
No.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. So, like, hey, man, like, they need to go to a small town or something where they can be respected more, have attendance, and play against some people rather than their
Now, this
girlfriends.
marks what, the 3rd failed league in the last decade that we've had in San Antonio? Arena Football League.
They
I
need to
should say.
stop with this arena football. It's done. It's just a
Yeah,
boring
like
sport.
give us real football or nothing.
That's
like,
it, exactly. That or
we'll take
nothing.
UTSA for what they're worth. Shout out to the Roadrunners.
Shout out, brother.
We'll take UTSA any time of the day. But
Anytime.
Arena League, just get out of here.
It's
you know?
it's done. Bro.
I know that it's just a cash grab for the city. Honestly.
is,
That's
man.
why they come in here, and the city rents out the Alamo Dome to them real cheap.
I
And they're
would
like, okay, we'll play.
I would rather watch slam ball. Remember that shit? They try to push that shit on us like long time
I would
ago?
much rather watch slam ball.
Exactly.
Slam balls.
Yeah.
I want the big 3 to come here, but
That'd be cool.
that's a touring league like the Globetrotters,
Yeah,
though. But
true.
I would much rather. There's a lot of different things
Just
I would
different
rather
things,
have.
man.
I would rather have anything.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
Just-
I don't even know.
Sorry.
I'd rather have hockey back. Bring me hockey.
I could do hockey.
Hockey's great.
Old-time hockey?
Yes. Bring the Rampage back, please.
Okay. Well, sure.
Yeah. Or something. Bring what was the first team we had before that? Was it the Coyotes or the
I don't know.
before the Rampage?
I'm an ignorant fucking Spurs fan. I just know the Spurs.
Iguanas. We had the iguanas.
Oh, the iguanas.
Yeah,
That's right.
the
We
iguanas.
did. Iguana. Okay, cool.
Iguanas.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Voting begins on October 20th. Early voting. San Antonio local stuff. Speaking of teams and sports, this is the vote for Project Marvel, for funding for Project Marvel. Proposition A will fund rodeo and Frostbank Center and a bunch of the other stuff downtown. Proposition B will fund the Spurs' new arena.
Okay.
And it'll all come from tourist tax money,
All right.
not your money. Do your research, vote accordingly.
Exactly. That's all we asked of you.
October 20th is early voting. November 4th is the election day. So that's the day, if you want to go with when everybody goes, October 4th.
Yeah, no
It's
party
November
line,
4th.
No party
is
lines
election
here, man. You just you do your own research.
Yeah,
do your own education, and you vote whatever you want to vote.
Whatever that means
Ain't
to
no-
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your own
Sperm burper.
research.
Yeah. I vote for Mr. Sperm burper.
That statement doesn't mean too much these days. We still have the gunslingers, Greg says. Yes, we do. I guess.
Yeah.
Where do they play again?
Yeah.
We also have an ABA team, if you
God
don't
damn.
know that. We do. And Coach Johnny Moore, whose number is hanging in the rafters at Frostbank Center, he's the head coach of the ABA team we have here.
I just know the Spurs, bro. Come on, man. This is all going over my fucking head.
No?
Yeah. I can't engage with this.
All right.
Engage with the cave people, man. Like, they know what's up. They can engage. They could just go all over this. Me?
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Me, I'm trying to fucking do Glade. Like, I ain't trying to talk about this.
All right. Well, shout out to the Sports Cave and all the
Shout
cave
out to the
people out
Sports
there.
Cave.
Sports Cave will be back on Tuesday
Yes.
at 8 p.m.
Yes.
But without further ado, the other day, Mr. Gary here brought in a special guest, and we
Absolutely.
we had a little chat with one of your good friends, and this is how it went.
All right, guys, welcome to LG's house. Today we got a very, very special guest, someone that I love dearly and I've known for quite a long, long time. This man is not just the owner of Skinner Productions, where you get all your digital needs fulfilled. He is a board member of the Alzheimer's Association of San Antonio, sits on the board of that, and he also runs a charity event for Alzheimer's research and just bringing awareness. And also he loves metal. Can't go wrong with that. And he loves all things geek. Who is that person? Who is that person you're talking about? Well, it's our special guest, Matthew Skinner in the house. My brother, my bearded brother.
Thank you very much.
Man.
That was like the warmest welcome I've had
Thank you.
ever, bro. So thank you very much.
Well, I was going to go with the other one was, okay, he's an asshole.
That's, the
that
second
was
option
kinda
is
cool.
valid. Yes.
I've been called
Depends
worse.
who you ask, right?
Yeah. Well, you're my Marbachian bearded brother.
Yeah.
And we go back for a long time. Lawrence, I've actually known this guy when he was a little kid. Now, right? I mean,
Really?
he used to come up to me with toys when I was hanging out with
Yeah.
his older brother.
Seriously.
Yeah, shout out to Miguel.
Yep.
Miguel Martinez, which is his older brother, and that's who I met first.
Yep.
And I used to go over there and play basketball. But in high school, I'll just hang out because it's Miguel was the cool kid and I'm trying to be cool. I guess. And then I know, right? I know. And then Matthew would come up with his toys. Hey Gary, look at this new toy. First of all, like how old are you? Because what's our age difference?
I'm 37
Okay.
right now. 9 years difference.
Okay.
You know, from my brothers, right? So,
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like rolling around the floor everywhere.
I remember that.
I didn't walk anywhere. I tumbled through the house
Yeah.
everywhere. But yeah, man, you were known in our household as Rooster.
Yeah. Paul.
Yeah,
Your
that's
dad.
right.
Your dad gave me
Yeah.
that. Okay. So this is what I love about the Skinner family. You know. So we're pretty much neighbors. We grew up on the next block from me. Like I was on Pineville, he was on the next block, but we actually shared the same address. So once in a while, the address, the mail,
some mail.
will get mixed. I'll get the Skinner mail, y'all get the Snyder mail, and I'll have to go over. So my first introduction to the Skinner family, when I'll knock on the door, and I think you weren't even born. This is like when I was a kid. So. Was me knocking, exchanging the mail, like, hey, we got your mail again.
Yeah.
And then Paul would be all, whatever. And so that, and one time I came over and I saw, because at the time your block had a lot of boys playing basketball and sports, and our block just didn't really have a lot of kids on it. And that's when I first met Miguel. So that's when I started coming over. That's when I met Wayne, rest in peace, Wayne, and everyone else on that block.
Yeah, man.
And tell us a little bit about growing up in that area, man, off of Marbach.
Man, I still love Marbach. We just did a Marbach cleanup a couple of weeks ago.
Cool, man.
You know, I don't know if you know this, but we made a documentary on Marbach called Marbachian.
Yep.
And it was pretty dope. It, ended up, we put it into a bunch of film festivals. It made it into the Paris Film Festival and a bunch of other stuff locally here. They played it at the Guadalupe Theater, and the news stations picked it up. We ended up getting some spots on the radio. People were talking about it.
Dude, that's so awesome.
It was nuts, man. Just like two kids from Marbach. We ended up reaching out to some friends from the place. My friend Clifton Simmons, was part of that. And then we kind of initiated a Marbach cleanup to give back to the hood.
Really cool.
We would go out every hour on the
cool.
street, clean up, and we were like, let's make this into something. Let's make a nonprofit or something. And it's really difficult to kind of coordinate all that stuff and, delegate who does what. And we're just donating our time, So it was a little while, but we did it for a whole year. Pretty much started at Penn Road, went all the way up to 1604. And
that's a long strip.
It was nuts, man. And, picking up all sorts of things, needles, gun clips, like
dreams.
Yeah. Dude,
people dropping them dreams on Marbach.
People dropping their dreams, man.
Bro.
Little baggies, you know what I mean? So
man.
it was crazy, but we had a lot of the community coming out. Sometimes, 20 people out there picking it up. I sold T-shirts that said Marbach stuff on them, with some koozies and all these things, stickers, just to pay for the things that we needed, the trash bags, the trash picker-uppers and all that. So I love my hood, right?
Yeah,
we were
me
giving
too.
back to it, doing what we could, but, I advocate for Marbach pretty heavily. Besides, we're known for the comical, I guess, comedic crime, or the people that kind of come from that area, but they're everywhere. Let's be honest, right? But we have so many great people that have come from our hood, doing great things, from politics to comedy to, healthcare, all sorts of stuff, right? Law. So it's been interesting, to meet some of the old school Marbachians mixed with some of the new school, over these times. But I'm going to be actually moving back to the Marbach area. I can't escape it.
It always pulls you back, right? LG, there's proof on this podcast. On several episodes, I've recommended watching the Marbach. I can never say that 5 times fast.
Marbachian.
Marbachian. So I've recommended a few times, and I always said, check it out. It's on YouTube. And
I need to check it out.
Yeah, you got to check it out. It's really, really cool, man. Yeah. And so the inspiration was just to kind of just talk about the hood a little bit. Is that where that came from?
So I was out shooting one day, and just grabbing some footage off of Penn Road, and an old friend that I had actually had just graduated from film school in Denver, Colorado, and he said, I want to help you. So he brought out some heavy equipment, and I said, these are the people I know, and these are the people that I want to interview. This is, the story that I've kind of had in line. And, he threw in some of his mix where we were, interviewing some of the business people on the other side. It was really cool. And just kind of getting into, the community more. And, we built the documentary off of that. And it was all kind of a social experiment that we were doing because COVID was happening. Nobody was filming or anything like that. And we needed something to do.
Would you ever do like a part 2 or something?
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
absolutely. Okay. I've been thinking pretty heavily about what we could do to focus on some of the community. So, yeah, it's been in the back of my mind, coordinating all those things and filming. is quite a process. We had a lot of people help us. You know, we had, you know, I was typically holding the boom mic. He, you know, was the camera operator. At the time, I was barely learning how to edit, you know, so he did most of that too. So I definitely want to make a part 2 because I have a lot more skills and talents that I want to bring into the mix. You know, I have so much content that, you know, we filmed over the years with the Marbach stuff, and I've grown with so many other people. Like, I'm ready for that. I'm trying to figure out a different creative outlet for that. You know, I kind of want to do, you know, like, this is going to sound silly, but you remember Taxi Cab Confessions, right? Like, I want to do something like that, right? Where we're bringing that mix, maybe not driving, but it's like, I want to interview as many people. I want to hear some wild stories. I want to hear some successes, some failures. You know, I want to hear it all and kind of get some vibes in that. I'm even open to hearing some of the criminal aspect side, and I want to, you know, do a Drug Inc. thing. If you've ever seen Drug Inc., you know, silhouette voice changers or something like that. I want to get really nitty gritty.
Well, you know, I got some friends too that I thought about, like, man, I'd love to get them on here, but I was like, if I did, I'll have to literally like shadow them out, because I was like, ooh, what can we talk about? Because it's very criminal oriented. And I was like, oh shit, they got to be like voice decoder, everything.
And I'm interested in doing that. You know, but of course the legality side as a business owner, it's like, oh man, like how much am I allowed to say, or how do I get away with that? You know, if I know the person, am I now integrated with this somehow? Right. So I don't know those logistics yet. So
when I was, I think I was about 22, 23 years old. I was in a transitional period in my life. I was living on the north side. I moved out of Marbach. I was just trying to get away and switch it up. And, you know, I just feel like at that time was just a lot of energy in the air, and, you know, switch it up. So I'm living in the north side for a few years. I end up moving back down into my mom's place. I was probably there for about 5 or 6 months. And it was like a Monday, Tuesday afternoon, and I just start hearing some drums being played. And I'm like, who the fuck is playing drums? So I was like, is it coming over there from Miguel's place? And I was like, no, Miguel's in the military. And I was like, no, I don't think it's is that Matthew? So every day for about maybe 5 or 6 months, from Monday through Friday, I think you practiced around 2:00 or something when people are at work. I heard you practicing drums, and it was good. It was like, I was like, he's in the metal? I was like, dude, this dude's cool. Like, because I just remember you as, hey, you want to play with my toy? And then now you just like, metalhead.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I love metal, man. And that's funny, man. I didn't know that you were listening from a block over like that, dude. That's pretty nuts.
I was literally, I'll get a cup of coffee because I wake up at 1 because I'm a loser at the time. And then I'll be like, oh, time to listen to some music. And I'll just listen to you play.
That's cool,
I'll be on my front porch jamming that to you, man.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, man, I skipped so much school just to drum, bro. For real. I got my work done, you know, but I love drumming, man. And you know what's cool about that is, you know, living there, we had like a little shed in the back. Yeah. And I busted ass like for an entire summer just to get my drum set. Yeah. And my dad was so supportive of like everything that any of my brothers did or anything in our family, you know. He would have me, you know, cut all the neighbors' yards, and he would come out and help me. And it was hot. It seemed super hot back then. I don't know if it's hotter now or what, but it was different for me then. And I remember just, you know, cutting all the neighbors' yards, saving up money for an entire summer, and going to the Action Pawn Shop on Marbach.
Yeah, Action Pawn, man.
Yeah, and they had a maroon pearl kit, and I was like, it's gonna be mine.
That's
like,
yours,
that's
man.
mine. So I think I paid like $350 or $400 or something, which was a steal, I think.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Because they normally rip you off, those slimy bastards. Every time I go there, just like, you know, they're always just trying to get extra money out of me. I'm like, dude, I'm a poor kid.
And I think my dad even kind of haggled with them. Like, hey, can you do less or something, you know? And they did. I ended up, you know, getting, like I said, it was a sweet deal at the time. It came with cymbals, just a 5-piece kit.
Cool.
And
did you have a double kick drum?
I didn't at the beginning, just a single pedal. And I was playing inside, you know, what used to be my brother's old room at the front of the house, if you remember. And instantly, I was already okay because I had jammed with some friends before, but I had time to really... I could keep a beat, is what, you know.
Cool.
I started by keeping a beat, which was
that's
awesome,
kind of,
right?
Yeah.
That's good,
very important.
A good start. But I don't know, man. I fell in love with it. My dad knew instantly, hey, we need to get you out of this house. You can't be here. So the back shed that we had, I know I was trying to get to that point way earlier.
No, you're good, brother.
That shed that we had in the back, he said, all right, well, we're going to build a room back there. Got me out, showed us how, cement was laid, how walls were built, insulation. Here's a window. Here's your electricity.
Go.
All that stuff. We're gonna build your room, but you're gonna come out and help build it as well. And
Cool. Awesome.
We did built onto the shed, and now I had my very own drum room, and it was the best. And that's where you were listening to me.
That's
time.
That's
So-
probably where your beard grew, because all that banging, that testosterone on those skins, man.
Oh man! And I remember too, back in that day, I could not play slow.
Okay.
I couldn't play slow. I was just a speed demon, right? And I love metal and all that. So that was kind of my goal anyways. Just be faster than everybody I know.
Do you have a favorite metal band by chance? Or is it just...
Oh, man, you know what? I do. It's Guar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guar was the first show I ever saw as a kid. I was 16 years old. Yeah. So imagine that being my first show. So that's my cherry
Yes.
pop. Like once you pop the cherry like Guar and LG, I don't know if you know... the Guar, it's like
I'm familiar.
Okay, yeah. So I guess for the audience, they're just they're a fun metal concept band. They're from like the universe called Scum Universe.
They're from Scumdogia.
Okay, I'm sure you can break that down way more than I. But real quick, my friend tells me like we should go to check out the Guar show. And I was like, what is that? And it's like it's just a crazy show. They're it's all theatrical. They're in these big crazy. Monster costumes, and they shoot these hoses and stuff, and I was like,
they're the best.
16 years old, like, duh,
Yeah.
count me in, bro. So I remember I go there, and the lead singer, what's his name, or
Odorous Orungus at the time.
rest in peace.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He passed away.
Dave
And-
Brocky.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he comes out with this giant like dildo, and it's like it's like
Yeah.
colored cum
Yeah.
comes out of the dildo, sprays everyone. Yeah. Sprays everybody, and I remember it splashes me all in the face, and I was like, "Yeah,
You welcomed it, right?
I was like, yes, cover me in your pleasures." Shit, God,
Oh, that's great, man.
so that was my first show. So yeah, Guar, badass band. I recommend
Man.
people to check
Yeah,
that.
they're my favorite because they are very theatrical. I like, I'm an audiovisual kind of guy, right? So like mix those things together and I'm in. And they're like Kiss on acid.
I think that's the best way to describe them, bro. Hey, are we all RTF majors here? Come on now. Are we all? You didn't? Did you? You didn't? Okay, I was a dropout RTF, but I guess Lawrence is the only one with a degree in RTF. But he's the only one that got ripped off.
Still paying for it.
Still pay, bro.
Yep. Student loans got me in debt, bro. In debt.
This ain't physical scars. These are emotional scars, the deepest ones. The women that I date. Yeah. But yeah, so let's talk. Let's nerd out a little bit about equipment. So, where did the passion for recording come from? Obviously, to start Skinner Productions. Where does all that come from?
Yeah, so I've always been into cinema and I worked at Hollywood Video and Blockbuster.
Ooh,
Man, dude,
you bring up memories.
I was just talking about how much I miss Hollywood Video yesterday.
Did you ever go to Pop and Go?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
absolutely, man. 18 and over room. I would sneak in that
Every
when I
time,
could.
bro.
Like when they were busy, I'm
Saw
gonna
some foul things.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Foul
sneak in there.
things. I was a man
Yeah, I
at
wish
that
I had
point.
that Pop and Go sign that's outside. I don't know if it's still on that wall.
Ooh,
but
yeah, we got it. Oh, yeah. we got to
figured out.
steal it.
I know,
Yeah, we're from
I'm working
Marbach. We
out.
can steal it.
I've got a lot of traffic signs, man, from skating. But yeah, Pop and Go is the thing. I love cinema, right? And I always I was like, man, if I could just learn how to film and do cinema style things, like that would be a great dream, right? And that was always kind of in the back of my head. I wanted to go to like Full Sail back in the day, and my mom was like, "That's really expensive. Like, let's get you to community college first," So
Yeah.
I did that, and I never really I never did much. And my dad ended up buying me a camera one day, and when I was skating too, like I was making skate videos and stuff.
Nice.
Like it's a little bit of everything kind of throughout my life that's kind of pushed me this way, or I guess kind of gained me some type of experience. And I'm still learning. Like, I didn't go to school for this stuff, so I'm learning as I go. I'm buying equipment now that I've never really used, just what I've learned, you know, through reading and articles, internet, and talking to people, right? So it's all been a thing, but I think where it really kind of encapsulated everything was whenever I was doing stuff with Alamo City Comic Con. I was meeting so many people. We were at Alamo City Studios, which was on East Houston Street, and Kerry Valderrama was the guy who was trying to bring, you know, more film to San Antonio. And I didn't know that that was already a soundstage back in the day. They filmed like stuff like toys and like parts of like Ace Ventura there. You know,
Nice.
it was really interesting to kind of learn some of that stuff. So I kind of made friends with Kerry Valderrama, and he was just, you know, really open about everything. That wasn't afraid to tell you, oh, you should do this, or maybe try this, or look into these types of things. So it was really cool. And as I was doing Alamo City Comic Con things, you know, they wanted to do more of their YouTube side. So I was like, I can help grow that. Like,
Hell yeah,
so
man.
I got in front of a camera.
Get in
and,
where you fit in, right?
dude, like, and it felt so natural. And it was stuff that I liked and stuff that I wanted to learn more about. So every day was just interesting and fun. And I pushed with that stuff. And I had a lot of fun. I built my first company, Fanboy Media and Art, representing comic book artists, traveling across the country.
Awesome.
That was my goal, was like, how can I travel for free to these places that I've never been? How do I get access to go into these places for free that I've never been? And I did it. I met some people. I made a network and say, I could do that. Would you let me do that for you? If I could do it, I'll make my own money. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it worked. And I just kind of kept doubling up. All right, well, I got some of this money. Let me invest it in this now. And it just kind of kept growing. So I don't know. And then COVID happened, and
The rest
all
is
that
history after
stuff,
that,
and,
yeah.
you know, I was like, all right, well, now I'm going to learn how to edit because I have nothing to do, you know? So it's kind of like, that's kind of where everything kind of picked up. I love being in front of the camera. I really enjoyed the freedom of getting into places, but as I started learning the technical side, I was like, I could be a badass if I learn how to do this. If I just get better at this, I can be a badass.
So
And-
through trial and error, I'm sure you and LG probably have some horror stories. Or
Oh
just,
man,
like,
I would love to talk to. I'd love to talk to him about all that because, you know,
not getting paid or just dealing with
dude,
assholes, right? I mean, you don't got to like pull
Yeah.
back the curtain, drop names.
Oh no, man, I don't mind pulling back the curtain, man.
Got to call them out.
You know, this industry there's so much talent out there, first and foremost, right? So I would say the hardest part about the industry is getting past your own thoughts, like of any industry, anything, right? Is getting outside of your head. Of course, there's going to be people out there that are better than you and all these things, but like, it's something to aspire to. Like, I want to learn how to be better at that. So that was kind of my hard lesson, is like, hey man, like, you're doing all right. You've done so much to build up where you're at. But as it got, you know, going and I become more comfortable with myself and my skill set, other people who have already dealt with people in my skill set are already aware of the steps I'm going to take. So I learned that there's people that are ready for people at different various levels of production and things that we're doing to take advantage of, because they understand the costs that go into everything. Or, you know, the exposure route that you always hear, right? So it's been, you know, those are kind of the starting points of where I would say pulling back the curtain. You know? But we've all been burned by somebody.
It always
you know, we
happens.
all know somebody in the industry. Like, even with the documentary side of everything, I had a falling out with a guy that we both were, you know, we both made Marbachian. It was my idea. He came help to facilitate and produce everything. You know, gratefully, it was great. We had a good run. He was battling a lot of demons, and I was growing, you know, so, you know, things happen. There's always issues that arise, but, you know, I'm not one for confrontation. I'd rather just like put my head down and keep grinding.
Yeah, just got to keep it going. Like, keep it stepping. Like,
I'm trying to build that vibration up, man. Like, you know, I don't want to be in a nutshell, like, and secluded and be like, if somebody comes up to me and like, hey, how'd you do this? Or do you know anything about this? I like being able to say, hey, yes, this is how I did it, or this is what I used to learn, you know, and I like that. And there's not enough of that in this industry. And that's a big curtain pull too. It's like, you know, of course we're competition, you know, but we're also like, I need backup. I don't have anybody to turn to and say, hey, I'm sick today. Can you help me? Like, it's me.
Well, you know, it's kind of crazy too, because in every industry, especially it seems like in San Antonio, when I got into beat making and you know, just trying, there's talent out there, there's talent everywhere in SA. But when I moved to Austin, I wanted to branch out a little bit better and just see what else is out there in Austin. But talking to friends that were in the music business in San Antonio, it didn't really seem like there was like 100% support, at least back then.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it is now, but you will think that as San Antonio, as a small market, everyone will like lift each other up, but it seems to kind of be quite opposite, right?
Oh man, that's crazy. Like, I do a lot of like real estate media as well, which has been a significant, consistent flow to keep my business alive, so I can keep doing some other video stuff and other fun stuff. I've had to kind of make some choices, but even in the industry of like real estate, I know tons of people in that, and I see some of them are like, "Hey man, good job." I see, but like I know deep down in their heart, I'm competition to them, and they're of course they're competition to me too. But it's like, dude, like,
let's get together.
there's like 15,000 realtors in San Antonio alone. Like,
I feel like it should be like Voltron.
Like, yeah, you're not shooting 15,000 people. Come on, man. Like, and there's a lot of new people coming in every industry, whether it's like wedding videography, or I don't do that, but as an example, real estate. Or yeah, dude. See, you either. I get it, man.
LG's been down that dirty
Dude,
path.
see, yeah, me too.
Well, LG
that's
got
not
started.
my happy place.
Yeah, LG got started working at the Bunny Ranch. He filmed a lot of content there.
Oh my God.
That's how I met him. Actually, I was like the #1 customer. I was paying all the bills there.
Yeah.
He's like, "You got talent, kid." I was like, "You think so, Daddy?"
No, man. But wedding is a nightmare. You deal with bridezillas and the pissed off mother-in-law, and it's just I've dealt with I've only filmed a couple weddings, but I dealt with weddings a lot as a former DJ.
Sure.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's even worse, actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you're controlling the vibe of the night, and everybody wants to hear their song.
Oh,
So
of
it's
course.
like-
And on top of that too, they're reaching out to 10 other DJs or videographers or photographers. So now everybody's competing just in that market.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, well, we got a bid from this person. And you're like, well, who are they? And they're like, well, we don't want to release that information. Well, you're telling me their prices already. Like,
No.
Come on, man.
Even being a second shooter at a wedding,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
still
no.
don't want the responsibility.
No.
Nope.
No, I've seen some bad wedding videos. One of the worst ones I saw was my best friend who got married. Badass wedding. The photography was great, immaculate, but the video of the wedding was doo doo. Like it just like you just like so everywhere, all over the walls. And I mean, it was just straight doo-doo. Shit, I mean, like it was just literally a camera just on a tripod, and you just see people's back of people's heads. And I was like, "What the hell is this?" And he was like, "I know, right? I'm gonna ask for my money back."
That was when cousin Joey was like, don't hire a videographer. I can film it."
And I've been in those positions too, where they're like, "Hey, we can't hire a second or third shooter. Like, we need angles. Okay, well, if I do it this way, I can rent another camera and put it on a tripod or something. Like whatever." And that is just like, it depends on the quality. Like, we can do whatever they want as long as they want to pay for the quality, right?
That's
it's
it,
a
man.
thing.
You gotta pay for
right?
that quality.
So it's a hassle, but as it grows, you get to kind of deny and turn some things away, find your clientele, and those are all great.
Well, that's a good thing about being freelance is nobody is your boss.
Yeah.
You're actually in charge of everything.
Everything.
So, yep.
And that's been a great part of, I guess, my own personal growth too, is because I'm accountable for absolutely everything. So for me to say, I can't do that, like, it doesn't make sense for me to say I can't. Can I? Yeah, probably can, but it's going to be a cost for me or for them or whatever. Like,
We'll put that on a line item.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
bit extra there.
it's been great for the accountability side though, because, there's nobody else to blame. Oh, that shot did suck. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Or, or if for reasons why I couldn't do it, I have to explain it now. Like, I couldn't pull off the vision in your mind due to these things, and we can reproduce those. But again, the line item thing, right? So it's been detrimental to my growth on that side. But yeah.
What is I guess your goal then with Skinner Productions? Any kind of like just
Yeah, like, I've got some niches that I do. Like, I love doing personal ads for businesses, small businesses. I love doing the real estate side. It's great. But some of those things become very cookie cutter, for the growth of things as well. I'm getting into the podcast realm and some video audio stuff for events, or if there's public speaking and stuff like that. So obviously, right now, my plan for my business growth is to grow new revenue funds, because nothing's promised tomorrow. The housing market can tank and nobody's going to want to sell. So I don't get photos done, right? So the holidays are coming up. Nobody's really moving during the holiday time. There are people trying to get into houses before Thanksgiving and Christmas, but those are some variables that a lot of people that are just starting don't realize.
Yeah.
Right. So, the growth is just learn more, stay ahead of whatever I can by either gaining new equipment that I can utilize to make more funding. Don't buy anything that's a waste. Like, if I want it just because I'm emotionally attached to it, like, don't do that.
Well, you dropped all this money too because you're going to move your company forward. That's amazing.
So that growth side's great, but it's terrifying, dude. Like, I don't have anybody funding me. All of this stuff is on me, and accountability is on me still. So it's great to say, yeah, I've got all this great equipment, but utilizing it and being able to constantly utilize it is a thing, because the days that it's sitting, if it's not paid off yet, it's costing me money.
Well, it was also saying you were like, man, I wanted to buy a badass drum set.
Oh, yeah,
you wanted to get back into...
Oh, man. So, like, I've been doing this whole health trip, right? Like, I'm eating good since August 1st. I'm, like, moving a lot more. Not drinking sodas, and I've been wanting my own drum set for the longest time. If I'm drumming, it's on friends and other places where they're willing to allow me to play on. I don't want people to play on my drum set.
Don't touch it. Get off.
So, but I'm lucky enough to have friends, where I can do that. It's been a while, but that's been on my list. So, I've been throwing some cash aside, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I can get some, I'll open up a line of credit at, Guitar Center or something. And I just purchased all this equipment, and I'm like, no, man, like,
I wanted those skins bad.
I just wanted a set. And it's like, oh, do I get an electric set or do I get an acoustic set?
Well, but congratulations on the health kit, because that's very hard to do. You stopped with drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, about 2 years clean,
That's
right?
2 years, yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
That's something I don't think I can ever do. Maybe one day, I don't know. Sorry.
You know what?
Maybe.
Like, and it's nothing I only stopped doing that drinking just to stop smoking cigarettes, because
they go. It's like the perfect combination. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I've been told it's the best combos ever.
I know if I have a cigarette now, a drink now, I'm gonna want a cigarette, because sometimes I still want a cigarette.
Yeah,
it's been 2 years, but I'm not doing it like for any other reasons. But and I don't knock it, like drinking. I've had so many I've had great stories, and and I think now, like, what's gonna get me to drink? There's gonna be something eventually. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be sober or focus on sobriety, but it's been beneficial to me. That's all.
And that's what counts, because everybody has had that pinnacle story where you're like, I crossed that line. Yeah. Because we all do as human beings. We dance with the devil a little bit too much, and then now we got to make some life changes and start changing behaviors and patterns and things like that. So, I'm glad you're on a better kick, because I was a personal trainer when I was up in Austin for many, many years, and to get people to change it was difficult. Very difficult to do that.
And and a big part of that, is my business, right? Too. Like, I was spending so much money on smokes, and I can go to a bar and drop $100 just on me. Like, I could drink, and like, again,
we could have been drinking like a few years ago, bro. Like, what did I tell you, man? Black it out together.
You know what? There's still hope. Right? So,
I don't want to be that person that pulls you back to the dark side.
No, man, it's all good. Like, the cigarette thing is really the big thing, right? Like, I was smoking so many cigarettes, and that's it, man. So I'm not worried about it. It's not sneaking up on me anytime. But
did you do cigars or anything?
Yeah, I like cigars. I like cigars. I like THC. I'm not bad on that.
You gotta dance with the devil just a little bit.
Honestly, I think that's more dancing with Jesus, if you ask me.
I think he made it grow higher, my children.
I don't know, man. I think there's a bad light on some things, and I say that when it comes down to marijuana and alcohol, there's horror stories on each realm, right?
Absolutely.
But
You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
it's never.
Well,
Like, so, with that being said, I think there's times for it, but I honestly, I wish I could just go to a bar and smoke.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I could still take an Uber, but I'm not gonna forget my night. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna be hungry.
There's this one time, me and my best friend Jeff, rest in peace, my brother. For the first time, and this is when we were smoking Mexican swag brick weed.
man.
The shit that gave you
yeah.
it fucked up your head. Like it was all a headache and. You're smelling gasoline
Yeah.
and like blood.
Yeah.
And, it's been everywhere before it got to you, right?
It had some chemicals, but
yeah.
it had chemicals, but only because how they hit it.
Yeah. No, exactly. So I remember for the first time we were like, let's make some weed brownies. So of course we didn't know how to do that. We thought, just chop it up and
Drop it in.
put it in the fudge and mix it up.
That's the first take.
That's it. So we made this pan of weed brownies, and of course, like we're chewing on it, like the stems are like poking my gums, the seeds are popping underneath my molars, and I have a big square, and I'm like, I don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
So of course, bonehead me is like, I have to have more. So I end up eating half the whole pan, which probably was. Maybe the equivalent of an ounce that I just literally chomped down my gullet. So now I have to go to work. So now it gets better. So at the time I was a waiter at the original Mexican restaurant, and so I was cruising to work, and then I remember I was jamming out like Tupac, and then all of a sudden I just started.
There it is.
Yeah, and he was like doing like some serious like Brenda got a baby, all deep and more. I'm just like laughing. I'm like, oh shit, I'm feeling it. I'm finally feeling it. Well, it just keeps going. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling it. So I'm like, I'm a pro. I got this. I'm a weed pro. I can do this. So I'm trying to go into work. And obviously, I feel like I'm like walking on the moon. You know what I mean? Like the steps are feeling weird. Everything is feeling weird. My eyes are super red. And I get there and everyone's like this close to me, but they're not. You know what I mean? Because everything's just
of
messed
course.
up. So I have to play it off, and I'm just like, I got to get home. So I'm like, hey, I'm feeling sick and this and that. So I end up like driving back home, which is the work I shouldn't have done, but I got home, and I remember I'm sitting there, heart palpitations, sweating, and I was like, I'm going to be the first person to die of weed. And then anytime people are trying to make it legal in their city or town, there's going to be that one representative who's like, no, but Gary Snyder died of weed, so we can't make it legal. And everyone's going to hate me for eternity. Like never, you know what I mean? So, thankfully, I remember I got on the phone and called 911, and I was literally 911, and I passed out. I woke up and was like, oh my God, I'm alive. Yes, no one hates me. So I feel like I came pretty close to death.
Oh man, that's all right. We've all been there. I've had that experience on mushrooms. So
oh yeah, do tell, baby.
But never on weed, man.
Weed's a good thing, bro.
Always fall asleep, but I'm about the weed brownies. I like, the science behind that, right? Where if you were to just ingest marijuana, you would not. Typically, you won't get high because it's not called what's decarboxylated.
Okay.
It has to be heated, and structural change happens, with the structure of the chemical, and it enables
science.
Science is cool, man. So it enables you to digest it. So my dad too, he was like talking about that. Oh, we would just throw it in, and I'm like, oh man, the same stems and seeds and all that. Like I'm like, oh man, like. Now you just put it in some butter.
I know, man.
A nice cheesecloth or something.
Oh, when I finally realized what we did wrong, I was like, God, we're barbaric. We're like troglodytes.
Everybody's first take is like that, man. Mine was too. So,
when's the last travel you did to a weed legalized state? You went to Colorado, didn't you?
Oh, I went to Colorado, and I definitely stopped.
Isn't it so much fun to actually walk in the way that it needs to be?
Man, it's like almost like going to buy. Something at like a corner store almost, but it's a little bit more high class where they've got people that are very educated in the products, and if you've never done it, they can kind of help walk you through it. But there's a big misconception, right? Like you've had some scares, you're like, oh my God, but you just never experienced that level, right?
Yep.
It's like the same thing with getting drunk, where you're like, oh no, I go, rolling around on the floor, like they happen. But yeah, man, I actually really enjoyed it. Walking right in, you don't just see weed everywhere. They just kind of have a list, tell you what they have, and you can see some of the products, the oils
Cool.
and things that they have. And of course, you can check out some of the flour. But I really enjoyed it. It was nice. They have, I guess, a system. You know, your ID's on it, and you buy, and they tell you how much you've purchased and where you purchased it from, so the law enforcement knows. And as long as you're not smoking and driving, you know, it's
good to go.
It's good. Go home, be in your backyard. You know?
I went to the Cannabis Cups. I want to say this was probably about, like 9 years ago or 10 or
that's
something
cool.
like that. And
Yeah.
I think it was like the third annual Cannabis Cup Awards in Colorado. So I remember it being very like fresh and new. But I go there with the intention of smoking bud, right? Because I call it bud.
Yeah.
And then people over there called it flower. And I'm like, flower?
I call it bud too.
Yeah,
but it is
bud,
flower. Yeah,
but it is
same.
flower.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is when they're getting away from bud, and it was more of like wax, oils.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll take a hit. I never did. And I was right back to that brownie story. It was like,
Oh, man.
like PSD and shit.
Oh yeah, dude. They have
high.
those high concentrate stuff. You know, that's like wild. But
I'm old school, bro. I just can't get that high, man.
I'm not into those rigs where they're doing the wax and stuff like that. But I do love resin and stuff like that, where it's like squeezed out and like, oh man, you taste, you know, the flavor. I'm more of like, I treat marijuana like I would treat wine, where it's like, wow, this flavor is really good. You know, I would drink to get tossed. I don't smoke to get, you know, tossed like I do.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not a saint, but I'm not a monster, and I think that it's really, I don't know. That's still frowned upon with the views and things about it, but I don't know. I don't like this Texas stuff, this THCA stuff. It's not the same.
I haven't really tried it, Lawrence. No, you're squeaky clean, Lawrence, right?
No, I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. Cool.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, he's squeaky clean around here.
I don't do drugs either. I just smoke herb sometimes. No.
I am drugs. Yeah, I am drugs, bro. I remember one time, like, this is after the Colorado Cannabis Cup Awards. It was like, I think a year later, 2 years later, I ended up going to Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted this, I had this kind of romantic fantasy because as a kid, you walk into High Times. I walk into High Times. You walk into Planet K and you see High Times there.
Yeah.
So as a kid, you're looking at this beautiful bud. You're like, damn, look at all that sticky. Everything was from Amsterdam at that time. It seemed like everything was coming from Amsterdam. Yep. So in my head, I was like, I want to go to Rembrandt Square. I want to get a joint from a cafe with a, you know,
it's
coffee.
very different there.
Very different there. And I want to read a paper, which I can't read. It's all in whatever.
Yeah.
Scribble, scramble. But I want to act like I'm reading and I'm educated.
It's in Dutch, by the way.
It's in Dutch. I like scribbly scramby.
He's been there.
Yeah, duh, I've been there. Dutch. Yeah. But anyways, I wanted to do that. It was the image in my head. I was able to do that, but I remember going there and American weed just got so good at that time where it kind of rivaled, if not was, I was like, you know, it's good bud, but I could have got this like in Austin, you know, something like that, it was a kind of pat on the back for the United States.
Yeah. And they also do a blend with tobacco there.
They do.
So
Spliffs.
Yeah. So they blend all that kind of mixed in, which isn't the cigarette tobacco like we were talking about earlier, actually. But yeah, that's cool. I think it's just got a misconception. Obviously, smoking's not for everybody, or having, you know, their mind warped by anything, whether it's alcohol, marijuana, other drugs, or whatever. It's not for them. I get it, and that's cool. But I don't know. I just want to be able to grow it in my backyard. I don't want to have to go buy it from anybody. Like nobody needs to know about it. Like it just needs to be.
That's the dream, right?
That's the dream. Yeah. I don't care.
Let us do what we want.
Yeah, just like I'm not
harming nobody.
I'm not harming it. I don't want to sell it either. Yeah. Like it's just for me. Like if I don't make my own beer, but I think that's kind of cool. Like I would like to brew my own beer someday.
I mean, it's exactly
it's the same thing.
I mean, it's what I feel about black tar heroin. Like I just want to shoot up. I just want to catch that dragon, bro. Yeah.
Oh man, is this America or not?
What's going on, bro? I just want to have a little fun. Yeah, Matthew, you're on drums on that one.
Yeah, I got it.
Real quick, Matthew, while we have you and before we get out of here, why don't you tell us about what you got going on later this week?
Oh, yeah.
Which is, what is Beard versus Beans?
Yeah, so we're excited. My brother and I raise awareness and donations for the Alzheimer's Association. As you can see here on the screen, Beard versus Beans round 8. Your donation decides the winner. So you can either donate to my brother or you can donate to myself. and whoever has the most donations at the end of the night gets to be crowned the winner. We used to have a bunch of punishments that we would do.
Yeah.
And, in the beginning, we started. My brother hates beans. I don't know if you know this. Miguel
I
hates
do.
beans.
I do know.
He won't even wash the pot that the beans in.
It's crazy.
And, he likes jelly beans, though.
Was he like force-fed beans as a kid? Like I feel like this is like a childhood trauma thing.
I don't understand
because it's
it.
like he hates beans.
No, he would have to sit at the table until he finished his vegetables,
yeah.
But they never gave him beans because he hated them
Yeah.
so much. But yeah, the event's coming up. We have punishments that we usually do. The past couple of years, we haven't been based off of the punishments, but we think we're going to do another tattoo this year.
Okay.
I've got a tattoo of my brother on my leg. Year one, either he had to eat beans or I had to shave my beard. I lost. I shaved my beard. The next year, we did tattoos. I lost. Had to get a tattoo of my brother on my leg.
Nice.
The third year.
Wait, what is the tattoo? You got a tattoo?
Yeah, it's my. I know.
Show us.
We might not be able to pan the camera down. I don't know, but yeah, it's my brother.
Oh, hold on now. We got to take a picture.
If you put your leg up on the table
On the
in
table.
front of him,
Let me see.
Woo, look at that muscle. Look at that quad muscle,
Can
baby.
I do this? I don't know which way.
That's a big stretch, bro.
yeah,
Hold on, wait. This way? Can we do that?
Oh yeah, I kind of did.
There you go.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't know.
we
yeah.
need budget for camera operators.
Hey, you know what? When we air this, I'm gonna take a picture of it and we'll put it up.
That's
on
fine.
there.
Yeah.
We'll do
So
it like
I
that.
had to get a tattoo. I'll send you his picture of what this is.
Yes. That which is the
if you
best
can-
yearbook picture of all time, but we'll talk about that
Oh
when
my
we air the
God.
show.
There you go.
So,
you
yeah.
can kind of frame yourself back up with the
yeah.
chair there
Oh,
too.
sorry. Yeah. Let me.
you
How's
go.
that? There
That's
we go.
good.
All right.
Editing, production.
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, we have punishments and stuff. He has lost a couple of years. 1 year, he had to get a full body wax and a spray tan. So we filmed that. He was, waxed everything. It was hilarious. And then he also lost. He had to walk the entirety of Loop 410. Jesus. So he had just had surgery like a month before
wow.
that. So
How many miles is
it's
that?
about 50 miles.
Good God.
Yeah, it
That's
was
a crazy
funny, man.
punishment, man.
Yeah,
I'd
it was
rather get
great.
the tattoo.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I'd rather get the tattoo.
I'm glad I got the tattoo instead of
I
that.
don't have
too,
any
so-
tattoos, but I ain't walking 410. That's for sure.
And he just had surgery, so we gave him kind of I guess a handicap, literally, to sell some of his miles to help gain more donations. It's been a long run. We've been doing it since 2017. This is our eighth annual year for Beard versus Beans, our round 8, as you can tell. We have all sorts of sponsors. Adult Video Megaplex is one.
Hell yeah, bro.
Gary's
man.
favorite
My
place.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got you.
See, I always said guys browse on two things. It's liquor stores and porn. Like, 'cause you're sitting there you're like just browsing. Like, your pinky's out, like you're all sophisticated. No, I used to go there all the time, man.
This isn't my flavor. That's
Yeah.
not my style. But yeah, so after 9, the kids have to be out of the bar, and that's when we start doing the raffles from Adult Megaplex, and they're like, I mean, they're hooking us up with some like expensive product, right?
Okay. Cool,
We have all raffles throughout the night, throughout the entirety of the event. Silent auctions. We have a 50-50 cash drawing, and 100% of the proceeds go directly to the association. We take no money. And since 2017, we've raised over $150,000.
Ooh, look at that, man.
That's right.
Look at that, dude.
That's
go,
nuts.
man.
And y'all are official sponsored by Fiesta, right? Don't you have
Yeah,
your
so
own-
we have an official Fiesta event. We also have 2 5K, 10K runs that we do.
Okay.
We have over 500 runners for each one of those events. The one that's in April or May last year, since they moved Fiesta a little bit because of Easter. But yeah, and we have an official Fiesta event that's going to be happening in April. And then we have another event in June, and that's our longest day 5K.
And for the audience, tell us about the motivation to start this whole thing.
Yeah, so it's personal to us. I was a partial caregiver for my grandmother who suffered from Alzheimer's disease. She had it for over 20 years, which was prolonged due to strokes, which is wild. And, it was such a struggle for my entire family. My mom was the glue and the backbone throughout all of that. She was also taking care of my grandfather, who I was also a partial caregiver for. So I lived in the household with them forever, just seeing this disease. I saw her being able to speak to me, not being able to speak, not being able to feed herself, to being in a wheelchair, to not being able to, do anything and being bedridden. So I saw the entire process of and she took care of me from when I was a kid. I stayed with her every summer, and so she was a big influence on my life. She did crossword puzzles every day, you know, ate healthy. She was amazing and very intelligent, reading all the time, doing the crossword puzzle for the New York Times, you know, like, I mean, she was killing it in terms of like mental health and physical health. And she was still struck by this. So it's personal. My brother has lost his grandmother and his grandfather from it. We're stepbrothers, even though we don't tell people that. But yeah, so he lost his grandparents. My dad used to take care of an old elderly man named Mr. Leonard who lived across the street from us, who I also helped feed breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the summertime as I grew up. So I got to see this. I got to see the experience through him and the effects of dementia and Alzheimer's. So whenever I experienced it with my grandmother, it hurt less. But I guess, I don't know. It's crazy looking back to see how much trauma I had that I didn't even realize was trauma. I just thought, this is life. This is how it is. And I'm here to help my family as much as I can. And I kicked and I screamed through the entire process because like, it's hard, man.
And I'll tell you, and I know
but
she'll be
I
so
was.
proud of you, what you're doing. Your family's proud of you. I'll tell you right now, all of your friends are proud of y'all and what y'all are doing with this. This hits close to home to me, and we're very proud of you.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like, and this, it's big because it's not about us. Like, I know our faces are on it. I wish they were off of it, honestly. But like, it's not about us at all. It's about finding a cure to this disease, and the only way we're going to be able to do that is to fund research and development, but at the same time providing opportunities and resources for individuals who were in positions like my grandmother, like my mother, like myself, where they had nowhere to turn to. If you need resources, the Alzheimer's Association is there. That's why I advocate for them. I'm on the board for a reason, because of what they do. There's resources there if you need to talk, whether you're suffering from Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia, or you're a caregiver. There's a 1-800 number you can call 24 hours. There's over 200 languages that they do. Wow. So there's instances where, you know, some of the family members who are suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia revert to their home language, and their family can't communicate with them. So they can call this number and now have a resource for that. If they need caregiving resources or they need counseling on, you know, I don't understand the disease, I need to be better for my family, they have resources for that, places to go, doctors, you know, facilities, care facilities, so many resources. So I love that side about it.
Beautiful.
And we don't get to talk too much about that, and we need to be blasting that out more, because like I said, when we were going through all that, we didn't have an outlet. I didn't know about the Alzheimer's Association until it was too late.
And the Beard versus Beans, this is going to be at the Burleson Beer
The Burleson Yard Beer Garden.
5 till
2.
5 till 2. Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday. It's
at
gonna
one
be
of our
nuts.
favorite establishments. The Burleson Beer Garden there.
There you go, man. We hope you're there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But we want people to, it's for a great cause, so please check it out. It's going to be so much fun as well, because you're just giving back, and it's a beautiful thing to do.
Absolutely.
And before we get on out of here real quick, I just want to give a couple of shout outs to people that we've lost. Marcellus Cole is a really good friend of ours. Rest in peace, my friend. We shared this guy together.
He would have been on this podcast too.
He would have been. He like Lawrence would have hired him, and not me, and I would have been kicked off the show. That's how we're going down. Marcellus Cole, real quick, is AKA the Geek Father. I've brought his name up a couple of times, but I was like, we have to bring it up because I didn't even realize that you knew him. And then we're at the hospital when he was going through hospice. That was wild. You come up and I'm like, I start bawling. I didn't realize that. So I just want to give a shout out and just say much love to Marcellus Cole, to Wayne,
to Wayne
as well, because he passed away as well. So just want to give those shout outs before we get out of here.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for being a resident at LG's house.
Thank you for having me, LG. Thank you for having me.
Real quick, before we officially get out of here, can you tell me the log line or a quick synopsis of what the Marbachian is and where people can go to watch it?
The Marbacumentary, right now.
Marbacumentary, sorry.
I believe you could find it on Vimeo right now.
Okay.
It may be there. If you need it, just email me.
All right, cool. What's it about?
To you. It's about the hood, man, on Marbach and some business owners that were there. If you're not aware of the Marbach area, one of the best restaurants on Marbach, or at least one of my favorites, is Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant.
It's good. Classic.
It's a classic. It's run. It was created by Gilbert Rodriguez, and he founded Gilbert and the Blue Notes, and he is a Tejano Music Hall of Famer. So we based majority of the story around him and his history on Marbach, and we included a lot of other businesses that were around there at the time.
And you shot a comedy show there too at that same restaurant.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's there as well.
About a couple of weeks ago, in fact, last night they had another comedy show there. Clifton Simmons was hosting that.
Cool.
They have a bunch of comics out there. I'll be doing the next one that they have, I think, in October or November. With this multicam setup, so it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I made them a couple little pieces. I love helping them out, man. Like I didn't charge anything, Like
Perfect,
this
man.
is I grew up eating there. Gilbert fed me. I'm friends with his granddaughter who's running the business now. So like they're my friends. All of them are my friends. So like whatever I can give back, I try to give back. So
Where can we follow you? You on the gram?
I'm
TikTok?
on the gram. You
All
can
right.
find me on Facebook, Instagram. Matthew Skinner's my name. My business is Skinner Productions. You can find Beard vs. Beans on Facebook and Instagram as well. And let's go to skinnerproductions.com, beardversusbeans.com.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. And stripping out wild zebras on Fridays.
I'm not. It's every other Thursday.
You're
I got
laying
moved
back
from the
and-
weekends. My bod's not the same. So.
Hey, y'all good, bro?
But I had a lot of fun, man.
Yeah,
Really,
thanks
thank
for
you for
coming.
having me. I
Absolutely.
rambled too much about myself, but
You're
I
good.
had a lot of fun being here with another Marbachian.
Oh, yeah,
RJ,
brother.
thanks again for having me on, man. Very professional setup. I love the ambiance of everything, man. So keep up the
thanks,
great
man.
work.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep up the great work.
It's nice to hear that from another fellow film professional.
Thanks, man. I'm catching up to you, man.
Gary's opinion matters a little bit, but yours
it
is a little bit more.
He fancies my opinion don't matter. He's the professional. I listen to him.
Appreciate
man,
you
yeah.
showing up, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm glad y'all enjoyed that, but I want to give a really quick special shout out to this lovely lady right here, Imelda Gonzalez Skinner. This lady, she passed away about 5 years ago, and she is the mother of Matthew, Mark, and Miguel, and the wife of this awesome guy, Paul, right over here. So I wanted to just give a little shout out to her. Rest in peace. She's loved and never forgotten. And I just kind of wanted to make sure we, showcase her for the podcast, of course. So I want to, give a little shout out to Imelda. So we love you. We miss Imelda. So rest in peace.
Word, man. That was a good interview there. Gary turned into Barbara Walters all of a sudden.
I almost had the wig, man. I should have freaking put it on, man.
Right?
Down like that, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Greg.
it was great, man. It was really great having him in here. I really love this. I love his whole family, and I was very, very happy to have him. Just talk a little bit about his life, a little bit about his business, and that's what it is on this podcast. We got people from San Antonio. We really want to highlight people that are, trying to do the best they can.
Trying to do something.
Something, man. Come
Trying
on,
to
bring
do
it up.
something. Contribute to society.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Do your part. Do your part.
We're living in a society.
Exactly.
I love your hair, man. You've been letting that thing grow, huh?
Yeah, I decided to just. Someone told me the other day, do you have any hair? Are you bald? And I was like, what?
No, fuck no. You
Because
got like
I
the
always
fullest hair.
I always wear a hat, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rock no hat tonight.
No, you have like the Charlie Sheen 2014 haircut, like where he was like really going hard on those rocks. It looks all like disheveled.
When he was checking, when he flipped the menu over, was
yeah,
checking
yeah.
out the other side of the menu.
when
According to him.
when he's having just a little bit of fun.
Yeah,
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
of course not. You get in where you fit in.
A hole's a hole, bro.
No holes barred. Anyway, Gary Walters. Yeah, you can be
There it
Gary
is, bro.
Walters. Gary
You got
Walters.
it, Greg. You
Gary
got it, bro.
Walters glitter. You make a career out of it. We'll do a little tease right now. This is what you call a radio tease.
Mm-hmm.
We got maybe some Halloween-themed interview coming up soon.
Yes, we do.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think we do.
You know,
man.
I'm not going to spoil it yet.
We're not going to spoil it, but we got
in
something.
case it doesn't happen, you know.
Yeah, we got something.
Possibly.
cooking.
We might have some spicy horror tidbits for you.
We got some like witch's brew.
Yeah,
like,
we're
brewing right
yeah.
It's coming.
Not
man.
bitches brew.
No,
but
witch's
brew. Yeah.
Witch's brew
Yeah,
by the
not Miles Davis.
Maybe
great,
by the
great
Queen
album.
of Horror, the Queen of San Antonio Horror. It could be maybe paying a
Yeah.
visit. We'll see how it goes. So,
Okay.
So
I
just
like
little
that.
tease for the audience is coming down the pipeline.
All right. That's a hell of a tease right there.
I think so, man. I think so, brother.
Cool. They're talking about cigarettes in here. What was the first cigarette you ever smoked?
Oh, it was Dorel's.
Doral. Okay. Oh, you know what? It was Doral for me. It was Doral and then Marlboro Reds.
Oh yeah. That was actually one of the first things I ever stole besides like candy bars and like little kid shit. I was like, because there was like a Circle K. It was right there by in my area. The elementary was called Meadow Village, and there was this old man who worked the counter, and you buy a candy bar to give him the money. He can just like all slow, okay, Sonny, and turn around and just be like just taking forever to give you the change. His hands are shaking, liver spots everywhere, and after a while, I was like, man, he's like literally taking like 5 minutes for me to give me a nickel. So I was like, and there was like a case of Dorels, like a display of Dorels, and I was like, man, I've always wanted to try smoking cigarettes. And literally, that dude would turn around and I'd just start fucking getting him like a dirty Mexican, just fucking grabbing him.
The little thief.
Little dirty.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
Come on, I want to smoke.
I used to steal them from my friend's dad.
Oh
He
yeah,
had
oh
Dorels.
yeah. Someone got a little
It's
dirty
it's
underwear
not from
too.
It's not from a
little dirty
convenience
underwear
store.
too.
It's not from a business. you know?
Someone's not hardcore. Yeah, yeah, fired.
Greg's in here. Marlboro NXT.
Dang, what the hell is that?
I have
NXT.
No clue.
Does that have Bluetooth? Like shit, man.
Yeah, that sounds
Damn,
futuristic.
That's crazy.
Yep.
It's all metal and shit.
Jason Lassay smoked them camels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. The hardcore.
Joe Camel.
Yeah,
You remember the camel points? People would like collect the little things on the back of the
Oh yeah, man.
and trade them in for like koozies and whatnot.
It's crazy because those 2 humps are just straight tumors.
So those are swollen lymph nodes,
Yes.
not camel humps.
I think there's no hope for your camel.
They got rid of Joe Camel, right? Like
Oh yeah, man.
like
Well, it's
Joe-
funny because the Marlboro Man too, like all of them died.
Marlboro,
like,
well,
horrific deaths.
there was a few Marlboro men, and they all
All
got
dead.
lung cancer.
Yeah, and like they showed their lungs. Like there's like if you look up on YouTube, there's documentaries of like the Marlboro Man's lungs, and literally it looks like a rugby ball that's been like.
Did they donate? They donated it to science. They got it on display.
No, they burned it. Like you can't even you can't touch that. They just threw it in this pit and just put it on fire because they didn't want. It looked like The Thing. It looked like something from the movie The Thing. Like it was just gonna like mutate into some like grotesque monster. So they had to burn it right away. That's how black the lungs were. Yeah. So yeah, stay away from Marlboro Reds. You're hardcore motherfuckers.
Yep. So NXTs are like Camel Crushes, apparently, according to Greg.
Dude, Camel Crushes got so big. Everyone that I knew popped the fuck out of those little things, man. And they just loved it. Like, oh, look at a little pop. Pop it. Is that what you got?
Is that a Camel Crush right there? It's not
God.
focusing.
Well, it looks like something.
It says
cancerous.
Crush.
Yeah.
Jeffrey the Turner left this in my studio, host of Better Off Show, which airs on this channel every week.
Check it out.
Check it out at Jeff Turner today and on this channel. But yeah, he left one of these in here. So you just crushed this, apparently.
Yep. Pop it.
Gross. Don't do these things. These are bad for you, kids.
Yeah.
You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for you.
Yeah. I'd rather just do
Lung
it.
cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Ask the Marlboro Man and Joe Camel. They don't got jobs anymore because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're dead. On that note,
On that note,
Hey.
yeah, it's time to wrap up episode 39 of LG's House, a special Friday edition. Friday. The Marbachian. Special thanks to Matthew Skinner and Skinner Productions for hopping in the chair over there and dealing with Gary's antics
and guys,
and the smells coming out of Piss Alley.
and if y'all don't have anything honestly like fun to do tomorrow, like honestly, check it out tomorrow.
Head on to Burleson.
Burleson, 5 to 2, and it's a walk, a run, and you don't even need to like do the walk run if you don't want. Like, there's people having beer. It's a lot of socializing going on, but it's for a great event. We encourage you to do the walk if you can. But please check out the Beard versus Beans. You'll see a whole bunch of homies of mine. I got to work tomorrow. I'm a slave to the grind. It freaking sucks balls. I'll let you check it out. But y'all, please go. Please
And
support.
look, they got some cool sponsors there.
They
Like,
do.
Adult Megaplex is there. And I was told there might be a raffle with some adult Megaplex things.
Absolutely.
Did he mention that?
He did.
He
Yeah,
did
yeah.
mention that, right?
I think there might be a TV or some stuff. I don't know.
There
like,
might be some stuff you could win there.
A Bugatti's
a pocket pussy.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
whatever. Help
exactly.
yourself, and it's for a good cause.
Yeah. And
So
then, a date with you, Lawrence. Like that's actually in the hat too.
it's gonna cost you a lot of money. I set a limit for my dates.
Hey man, this is a professional event, dude. So we
It's
have
like-
to have
it's-
the
it's-
professional gifts
It's
give.
Brazilian steakhouse
and a Brazilian
or
wax.
bust.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it's all
a
good.
must. That's a given. The wax, of course. But yeah, head down to Burleson for Beards versus
Check it out
Beans.
tomorrow, guys. Please check it out, man. Much love, y'all.
Yep. On that note, we are going to be out. This has been LG's House, episode 39. I'm LG. That's Gary. You can follow me at DJLG210 on all my socials. Follow us on Spotify. We're on Spotify, too.
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button. We've got a subscribe button Halloween style for you there. Hit it for us because we are chasing 500, We want to be batting 500 before the end of the year.
We'll see how it goes, man.
what I'm
What the
saying?
hell is this, man? Is this like some emo shit?
Oh, did I play the wrong thing?
Yeah, I feel like I'm tripping balls right now. What the hell is that, man? I feel like it was like some dude like,
And you've been listening to the Sports Cave. I'm Vegas Puma, and
Yeah,
There
doing
we
some
go.
Gene stuff.
I didn't even notice, man. I pressed the wrong button.
I know. I was like, what the hell's that?
I produced too many shows, man.
Yeah.
Too many shows.
Yeah, it's like some crazy shit.
Shout out
Yeah.
Sports Cave. We'll be back with that on Tuesday at 8 p.m. reacting to all the NFL doings of the weekend. We're doing 2 hours on that now because it's NFL season. 2 hours. Join us on
Big time.
Tuesday. We out of here, man. Peace.
Much love.